I said, okay.
So I'm here with Dr. Pamela Arnell from the organization 220, and really appreciate you being here, and just excited that we are announcing our partnership. 220 is partnering with my nonprofit, A Right to Heal, and we've already started collaborating on the Veterans Drone Training Program and working on bringing it to other states, one being Tennessee, where you are right now, right, Pam?
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited. I am honored and blessed that, one, that we connected and have become friends, but the goal that we have and the mission we have is serving our veterans. Therefore, that's helping them with their families. And then also on top of that, being able to collaborate and provide 220 to those that go through the drone program and provide the healing that they deserve along with their families. I think it's just huge. And we have a meeting with Major General next week.
Excited about
Who's
that. Yes.
that? Yes, I am excited about that as well. Major General is with over the VA. He's our commissioner for the VA, and Representative Clay Doggett is the one who originally set the meeting up with Major General and I. And then spoke with Clay about the drone program, and so it's moving right into place.
Yes, we're moving forward, and that happens when like-minded individuals or like-minded teams and organizations collaborate and have the same passion, the same commitment, and the same goals, and see the value in drone training for veterans, because it is a multi-billion-dollar growing industry, and the military mindset is a great match for becoming a drone pilot. And having 220 there as a strong support, because I know when I prepared for my Part 107 test over 2 years ago, I had great anxiety over it. And I had some doubts of whether I could accomplish, taking the exam and passing. And, you kind of spin out and go through those things. And going through the trauma protocol with 220, thank you very much for that, has really helped me. And as a survivor of domestic violence, many years later, there can be a residual effect of the PTSD that I had to overcome. So that's the connection there that I have with veterans. And again, just grateful for the protocols and the programs that you're providing, because it truly is healing. And I know this personally because you shared it with me. Thank you.
You deserve it. It's amazing to be able to see our veterans and first responders and their families and Gold Star families, and working with you and getting you to the point with the healing from those things. And that's one of the things that I'm so grateful about with us collaborating. So we know that anyone that is in the drone program with the veterans, that be that in Tennessee, be that in New Jersey, or wherever we land the veteran drone program, that all of those veterans will be going through 220 so that they can get rid of and heal from the trauma and anxiety and depression. And so that is so significant, because not only are we going to provide that for them, we will provide that for their immediate family as well. And then imagine what that would look like when the dynamic has changed and that whole family has healed from trauma after being served by 220. And knowing that it's a peer-to-peer program, so you're not talking about that content, and you remain home, and we don't report to the VA, and it's at no cost to our veterans and first
Amazing.
responders as well. So I'm just blessed. I'm humbled. I know the board is. I've spoken with our coaches, and they're excited about the opportunity with the growth and the collaboration with the Right to Heal, and heroic episodes. I know, Lisa, I don't know if you want to talk briefly about heroic episodes and the mission you have for it, because I've actually had
Yes.
to interview some of my coaches.
That's a great passion. And of course, well over 12 years ago, I started interviewing military men and women to learn more about their lives, because when I thought about military life and realized how far removed it was from my own life. I mean, my father served in the Army, but never spoke about it, so I never really understood that life. So in the conducting the interviews, I found so many stories that were amazing, inspirational, painful, just a vast amount of stories, and a strong desire from our veterans to tell their stories. And that's what really fueled me in writing Heroic Episodes. So it's a narrative dramatic series. I've adapted the true stories to the series. And yeah, we're developing it, and we're working on getting that produced, and have made great traction recently. And of course, having someone like Tony Award-winning actor Joe Mantegna, who's an amazing patriot, support us and recognize the value in the program's Heroic Episodes and the Veterans Drone Training. That's really enabled us to move it, move it down the field. It does take time, but I admire your passion and your commitment, and I really feel it matches mine. And that's why we're starting to really do, great things together, and we will continue. And I just wanted to jump on here to thank you for the partnership. And we've been talking for over a year, and now it's happening. So I'm just really excited.
I am excited, and just imagine the things that we're going to be able to do for our veterans and their families
Yeah.
together, and that is so rewarding. That just humbles my heart.
It really does. Yeah. The first time I had retired Captain Leslie Nicole Smith on my film set, and she, grabbed my hand and said, "I haven't felt this camaraderie since I served." And that's when the light bulb went off. And I'm like, wow, we need to do this all the time. We need to be shooting, filming Heroic Episodes and employing our veterans and providing them with that camaraderie and that healing. It just makes sense. And it's the right thing to do, because they deserve a better quality of life when they come home, the best quality of life.
I absolutely agree. And I know that both you and we've had some meetings this morning, some very exciting meetings, and
Yeah,
then we've got some meetings this afternoon. So I am excited about that, and we'll be able to announce more about that at a later date.
that's right. As my dear friend, producer actor Ronnie Marmo says, onward we go.
Onward.
We'll leave on that note. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.